You know, people often misunderstand the nature of surrender. They imagine weakness, defeat, humiliation as if bending a knee were the final act of a broken man. But surrender, in the right hands, is not submission. It's strategy. It's leverage. It's a declaration that you're still in control, even while walking into the jaws of the wolf. When I stepped out of the shadows and chose to turn myself in, the world wondered why. Some said I was tired. Others believed I was cornered. A few fools even dared to suggest I had finally lost my edge. But those people never understood the truth. A man like me never surrenders unless he's guarding something far more valuable than his own freedom. And if there's one thing I've learned painfully, repeatedly, it's this. The most dangerous treasure in a man's life is the one he would burn the world to protect. Most criminals hide money, others hide secrets. I hid something far more volatile, a weakness. Not the kind you manipulate, not the kind you exploit. No, the kind that makes you human again. A weakness with a name, a face, a heartbeat, family. Funny, isn't it? How the coldest men in the world usually have one warm spot buried so deep they spend a lifetime pretending it doesn't exist. And yet, the moment someone threatens it, the mask falls, the bullets fly, and the legend becomes something far more terrifying than a fugitive. He becomes a protector. You see, I didn't return because the FBI outsmarted me, please. They've been trying for decades, and the scoreboard remains embarrassingly one-sided. I didn't return because I grew old or weary. And I certainly didn't return because I had a sudden urge for justice or redemption. No. I came back because someone clever, someone ruthless, discovered the one truth I'd spent my entire life keeping in the dark. And when a man like me has only two choices, run forever while they hunt the person I love, or walk into the lion's den and draw every pair of eyes back onto myself, the decision becomes painfully simple. Self-sacrifice is easy. Watching the innocent pay your price, that's unbearable. People think the FBI hunt was about crime. It wasn't. It was about power, perception, control. But this time, the stakes were reversed. When the wolves began circling the one person I could not, would not lose, the entire game shifted. So I walked in, calm, composed, unarmed, and surrendered myself not to the law, but to necessity. Imagine their faces when I placed my hands on that cold metal table. Raymond Reddington, they said. As if speaking my name would conjure a demon. As if I hadn't been running circles around them for years. As if they finally believed they'd won. But let me offer a small correction for the record. I didn't surrender because they caught me. I surrendered because I chose the battlefield. By walking into their custody, I made myself the center of every conversation, every camera, every report, every threat. And the moment their eyes turned to me, they stopped looking for the one thing I truly cared about. That is the paradox of danger. When you want to protect something fragile, you give the world something terrifying to chase instead. People often ask what it feels like to be the most wanted man in America, but they never ask what it feels like to be wanted and to want something yourself desperately, painfully, irrevocably. And that's the part no one understands. Not the agents who interrogate me, not the criminals who want me dead, not the politicians who pretend to hold the moral high ground. My legend has always been about evasion, manipulation, control. But this was different. This was personal. A man like me can outsmart governments, cartels, intelligence agencies. But love is the most unpredictable enemy of all. It exposes you, reveals the cracks beneath the armor, and when your enemy discovers where your heart beats, you have two options. Run until there's nothing left of you, or walk into the fire and force every threat to burn you instead. I chose the fire. So yes, I returned. Yes, I surrendered. And yes, I did it for my greatest weakness. But let me leave you with one last truth, the kind most men learn too late. A weakness protected with enough conviction becomes the most lethal strength a man can possess. And if the world wants to test that, well, they're welcome to try. If you want more stories, deeper analyses, and powerful monologues like this one, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment which character you want to explore next.